Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Working Fellow Mom. Just after 5 p.m. in the afternoon, and what I'm gonna do is cut out some cardboard. You might be wondering why I'm doing this. Well, I am preparing to build my new worm bin. If you've watched my other videos, you've seen the video that I was showing my worm bin. My existing worm bin is already 90 days old, so I'm planning to depopulate the old bin and create a new one. So I'm cutting some cardboard, some pizza box to create a new worm bin. So let me finish this up and I'm gonna show you how I set up beddings for my new worm bin. So here are the things that I'm going to include in my worm bin. First, I'm gonna put the cut out cardboard. So this is considered a carbon as part of the diet of the worms. So I'm just gonna put it at the bottom. And this is also going to serve as moisture control. Next, add just enough of water to moisten the cardboard. Mix the cardboard and the water to make sure that they're equally distributed. I am going to add more cut-out cardboards to cover the bottom of the worm bin. I am going to add more water to make sure that the cardboards that I added are moist. You cannot really go wrong to the quantity of cardboards. Worms love cardboards. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to put the PEAT-MOSS. And I soak this for 48 hours and then I squeeze it so that there's no moisture coming out to it. And put it in a box so that the box will absorb some of the extra moisture. Before I did some research, we bought a bag of PEAT-MOSS for our garden, but according to my reading, PEAT-MOSS is considered unsustainable. So, since I already opened the bag, I'm just gonna use the leftover from my garden to create this worm bin. What I'm doing here is spreading the PEAT-MOSS evenly to fill some empty spaces and create the second layer of my worm bin. Next, I'm gonna put some leaves that I pick up from the outside. We have a big tree in front of our house. Moisten it a little bit. Nice and moist. Next, I'm gonna put newspaper, cut out newspaper. Next, I'm gonna put the food, which I freeze. I don't cut out the food. Some people grind the food for the worms, but I don't. So I have some small baby watermelons. Some tissue paper, some banana peel, an apple, and some tomato from my garden. And you have a big pear that I think it was off. Just gonna put it there. Some big tomatoes, some broccoli, carrot peel. Look at that, it is like the carrot stems from my garden too. So those are food for the worm, or grit because we don't eat eggs, so I don't have eggshell. I have a garden soil with some sand in it, so the sand will help the worm digest their food. So I'm just gonna put it here, and this will also help inoculate the worm bin. There's some good bacteria in here, so it's gonna help. And I'm gonna grab some compost from my old worm bin. Next is the shredded paper. And there's some soil here too. These shredded papers will deter any tiny insects, and eventually they will serve as food for the worms as well. Now gonna moist it again. If you're doing the same process as mine, you just have to estimate how much water you're adding. You don't want to soak your bin, although eventually some of the water will evaporate. I will let this worm bin sit for a week or two to allow the inoculation process to start breaking down the materials, so it would be ready when the worms are moved in. So the last one, and what I'm gonna do is put the plastic to retain the moisture. So I'm just gonna keep it here. This is gonna retain the moisture. Okay, that's it, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.